This is WENY News.
Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Leanne DeRosa. Here's the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. A Tompkins County corrections officer has found himself on the opposite side of a jail cell. The sheriff's office is accusing one of their former employees of rape. 25-year-old Michael B. Baker of Lansing was arrested for felony rape and felony performance of a criminal sexual act. The charges came after an investigation by the sheriff's office Criminal Investigation Division. The incident allegedly happened when Baker was employed as a temporary corrections officer sometime between August 1st and November 29th. Baker was arraigned and sent to the Tompkins County Jail on $3,000 cash bail. And the Tompkins County Sheriff's Office is also investigating a handful of car break-ins in Dryden, all happening while the community was mourning the loss of a young girl. As WENY reported last week, 11-year-old Kaylee Wacht was hit and killed by a truck while walking on an unlit road. Now, Kaylee's mother says a handful of cars were broken into while family and friends were gathering after her funeral on Saturday. Police say purses and money were stolen, including hundreds of dollars in donations for Kaylee's family. Continuing coverage of a story we told you about last night, now U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer's team is reacting to the news that the Kraft Heinz plant in Campbell will stay open through June of next year. Schumer's spokesman, Jason Kaplan, tells WENY News, quote, "Since successfully convincing Kraft Heinz to keep the Campbell facility open while they search for a buyer, Senator Schumer has remained in close contact with state and local leaders as well as key stakeholders to ensure all efforts are being made to find a reliable operator that will keep the facility open. As the process continues to move forward, we will help in every way we can to find a new operator." End quote. A company spokesman confirmed to WENY that the plant will stay open through the second quarter of 2017. Kraft Heinz is continuing to work with prospective buyers and officials on the sale of the plant. A new EPA report on fracking seems to be raising more questions than answers. The EPA released a final report on fracking's impact on the water cycle and drinking water resources. According to the Associated Press, the report removes a finding from a draft released last year that says fracking has not caused widespread harm to drinking water. But the AP says the new report seems to avoid any conclusions. The EPA says the new report gives information about potential vulnerabilities to drinking water resources, but it was not designed to be a list of documented impacts. We'll post a link to the report on our website for you. And the community is invited to celebrate the birthday of a local football legend. Today, Elmira's EOP is having a celebration for Ernie Davis. He was the first African-American college football player to win the Heisman Trophy, and he was from Elmira. The party runs from 11 to 3 at the Ernie Davis Community Center. You can enjoy food, fun, memorabilia, and more. And now let's send it over to Craig Flint for a look at today's forecast. Hey, Craig.
Alrighty, Leanne. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Here's your forecast today. First thing this morning, you'll have to watch out for some slick and slippery spots, especially if it's an untreated surface. You know, we had a little snow. Temperatures are in the 20s, and that's where we're going to be through the day. High of only about 27. There will be some sun and some flurries. A colder day, a southwesterly breeze near 10 will create wind chills in the teens. That's nothing compared to the brutal cold that's on the way. More on that in a moment. What's going to happen tonight is winds will go from southwesterly to westerly, and that's going to produce some lake effect snow and a little burst of snow locally. So as we head into the overnight, everyone has the opportunity for passing flurries and snow showers, breezy and colder with a low near 12. But the real punch in the gut in terms of the cold, that arrives on Thursday, as wind chills through the day on Thursday will only be near 0, if not below 0, all day long. High temperatures on Thursday only around 17 or 18 as the core of the coldest air starts to ooze south, and that's going to fire up the lake snows southwesterly initially and then westerly tonight, so the bands will settle south and through the area. And it's pretty obvious to see where the most impactful lake snows will be, so you know those suspect areas east of Lake Erie and east of Lake Ontario. Lake snow warnings, advisories, and watches. Southwesterly winds first, so this is how the band will look today. Kind of running in this trajectory, but again, winds will shift westerly overnight tonight and send that band south. Flurries and sun during the day, highs in the 20s, wind chills in the teens. Flurries and sun locally and over the Finger Lakes with a high temperature right around 27. So again, notice how things are kind of behaving here this morning. West-southwesterly wind first, right? So that's going to put the lake effect snow in this location today. And then tonight, as winds become westerly and a front comes through, these bands will start to settle south and through the area. So we'll all get a burst of snow tonight, and then it's northwesterly winds on Thursday with highs only near 18, a strong wind, wind chills near or below 0 through the day Thursday. 0 Thursday night into Friday, frigid start, mixed sun and clouds Friday, less wind, but 17. I mean, we're 6 to 1/2 dozen the other there. Saturday, a fairly potent and complex storm will produce snow to mix Saturday afternoon. But as the precipitation sets in, with the cold air all dammed up, it will start as a period of snow with some accumulation. 37 and 37 is not a typo because temperatures are going to be weird on Saturday. That's probably what it will be in the afternoon, but like at 11:59 Saturday night, it could be 45 degrees and raining. Sunday, rain to snow, 35, and then a blast of cold Monday, although not as bad as what we will go through here Thursday and Friday, but 25 degrees Monday, 15 at night, and then some nice weather on Tuesday with a high of 32. Leanne?
Ooh, stay warm. Thanks, Craig. For the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Leanne DeRosa. Have a great day, everyone.